Hi, what's going on, everybody? This is the Fuzzy Balls podcast.
What podcast?
Fuzzy Balls.
Fuzzy balls.
What kind of balls are they?
They're fuzzy.
Yeah. What do we wish people? What do we say,
What?
dude? What the fuck's our slogan, dude?
Nice set.
Nice set. There
Nice
you go,
set
bud.
of fuzzy balls.
Yes,
Huh?
very nice set. This is the year preview for 2019, I believe. Yeah. Happy New Year, right?
Yeah.
A little late, right?
I guess.
A little late, yeah. But Australian Open. You by the way, you told me that the draw would be out a day before the actual tournament starts.
With the
And
qualifiers.
Oh,
Qualifiers won't come out till tomorrow.
but do we really care about qualies?
Well, I
be
mean,
honest.
it completes the draw. Look, there's a match
Donald
right there.
Young's
Qualifier versus qualifier.
okay, like
I don't even know who's playing.
they're not going to go anywhere, are they?
You
You
never know.
expect Donald Young to go somewhere?
You never know, man. You never know.
Okay.
We're a little about tennis.
So what are the thoughts? So initially,
Well, they're both sides are interesting. Novak gets Zverev in the semis. If he gets there, Sasha.
but is
Just
Sasha
nice.
actually going to get there?
No, but we'll get to that later.
Don't disrespect Sasha.
But
He just won Paris.
I don't care what he won.
Okay.
He's, until he proves it on a major, then that's not happening for me.
Okay.
He's got Shap possibly in the third, Medvedev possibly in the fourth. Pretty interesting draw for him. He's got Joe Willie Songa potentially in the second round, who's in as a wild card, so that could be interesting. 2008 runner-up.
Mhm.
That would be a rematch of the 2008 finals, as a matter of fact.
Songa's been around for a while. He just deals with a lot of injuries.
He has, yeah. And then he has potentially Kei Nishikori in the quarterfinals, which is, he's a good player. He works hard.
Kay is probably one of the best returners in tennis.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Yeah,
Probably put
top
Djokovic
5.
up there. maybe.
Djokovic, Rafa for sure. Murray when he's healthy.
Yeah. Probably Kay's right there then.
Kei's,
I'd say
he's
right
up
there.
there.
Right? Yeah.
4 or 5 for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a tough draw. And then he'll get either probably Sasha or Dominic Thiem in the semis. But you never know. Borna just down there. Stan Wawrinka.
Coric is up
Sam
and coming.
Querrey.
Dude. Coric
Yeah.
had a great 2018. I see the potential there.
He's a good player for sure.
Who's in his? Is he in that draw?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in
he
that
is.
draw.
He's
He'll
got-
get probably
That's-
Team in the fourth.
That's an interesting
Very
draw
good.
because you got the homie Kyrgios, the Homer, excuse me.
Yeah,
Against Raonic. That's an interesting one.
could be a real
I
barn
just-
burner if they both play well. But
Yeah.
both of them oddly have been somewhat disappointing, given the talent level there.
Yeah. Well, Raonic has made a final.
Yeah, but then after
hasn't
that,
won.
I guess he's been to a couple quarters since then. But
Yeah.
he didn't really break through that glass ceiling like people thought that he might.
Uh-huh.
Kyrgios, who knows what's going on with him.
We don't know what's happening.
I'm getting a little sick and tired of waiting for him to step the fuck up, to be
I
honest
mean,
with you.
he's 21 though. 22, excuse me.
Yeah, but I don't know.
So just no expectations
see.
for Kyrgios until further notice.
Until further notice, my boy. It's one of my boys, too.
It's one of my boys too. You know
I
that.
just have no expectations anymore.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
non-Brit. The non-Brit. Yeah. I just I want to say Kyrgios is gonna win that match, but
He's
you
not
just
going
can't.
to.
It's yeah. So you're not even giving him a fighting chance?
No, I mean, this is a major that Raonic has been to the quarterfinals twice and the semis once. And last year, he lost in the first round to, I think it was Lucas Lacko. But to me, that's not enough to write him off against a guy like Nick Kyrgios, who hasn't really been playing that well anyway.
Mhm.
His ranking's down into the 50s.
Yeah, he's in the 50s. He was, I think, at the time.
13 last year at one point.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of waiting for him. I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't think
Putting any
he's.
faith in him? Nothing.
No, I mean he can win that match. He's the more talented player, in my opinion. Like when they're both at the top of their game.
Yeah.
I think Kyrgios is more talented.
But
he's
you gotta
not
think
going
Kyrgios
to.
is getting better though.
I don't think he. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he cares.
He
I
doesn't
really
have a
don't.
coach.
I don't.
He
Think
didn't even
cares.
play Davis Cup.
I think he plays tennis as a job and
Yeah.
not because he loves it.
Yeah.
And I think that's hurting him. I don't think he cares enough about tennis.
Uh-huh.
To make a run at something like this at this time.
I mean, this
in
is
his career.
Australian. I mean, he might take it serious.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
It's a shame we have to talk about him like this, but it is what it is. I mean,
yeah, we'll see. Who knows? Plus, then even if he beats Raonic, he probably gets Stan in the second round.
So
Wawrinka's
still coming back.
And then maybe Query in the third.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at Sasha in the fourth. And either Team or Coric in the quarters.
Yeah.
That's a stupid draw for him to get through. No way.
Yeah, nah, I don't see it happen. As much as you want him to get through that draw.
Absolutely. I love that guy.
It's also his fault, though. If you don't want to try and keep that ranking, you're going to get a draw like that. And you're going to get the matchups that you're going to get.
Absolutely.
You're going to get a big server like Raonic in that first round. And that's not an easy match.
For anyone.
You know what I mean? Exactly. And Raonic is still a top 25 player in the world.
Yeah.
As much as Raonic do we think he'll ever get better?
I don't know. It's
probably not, but
to me, he's got some health issues too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I don't even. What are your expectations for Kyrgios even on the year? Do you expect him to even get to a quarter in any major?
Done expecting.
You're not even gonna. All right, you don't even want to talk about it.
I'm done expecting things from Kyrgios.
Okay.
I have nothing to say anymore.
Okay. I mean, he did try against Fed in that Open.
In the first set, he tried.
You don't think he tried the second and third?
No, he disappeared. We watched it.
we were there. We
were
there. Yeah. It's okay though. That was just to talk about it real quick. That was quite the experience at the Open.
Oh my god, it's unbelievable.
I want to say, like,
tennis fan or not, if you get a chance to do that, absolutely do it.
Beautiful,
unbelievable,
beautiful.
Grounds.
Oh my, incredible! Didn't matter which stadium we were at. It didn't matter what we were at.
I mean, we got to play tennis for a little bit. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. There were 13-year-olds better than us, but it is what it is.
Well, such is life,
Yeah. It was an amazing experience, to be honest.
Really
we were there. We got a day. I think
we were there for like 12 hours.
Yeah, we got a day ticket, I believe, and we ended up staying for.
Well, all the day matches. Goffin was the last one, but he
was
came
like
on
9
late
o'clock
because there was a marathon on that court beforehand. So
which was what? Do you remember that match?
I don't remember who was on before him. I wasn't watching it. I was over it.
You saw
Sasha and Kohlschreiber or Nishikori and Schwartzman, I forget. But I was over there.
I'm still mad you saw that. I didn't see that match. That was a good match.
First two sets were good. Nishikori won pretty handily, and then not handily, but he won by a break. And then the third one, we left after the second to go see Sasha and Kohlschreiber. And Schwartzman took the third, I think, and Nishikori won him. And then he played Kohlschreiber, I think.
And that was it. That was the grandstand, right?
Oh my god, a grandstand is.
I was gonna say it's very small and intimate, right?
Right on top of them. It's unbelievable.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I never thought that the Open would be that cool and that amazing.
Yeah,
because that was.
I was expecting big things. I was expecting to have a great time, and it exceeded even all my expectations.
Yeah, it was
unbelievable. But Australian Open.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to put that out there.
No, you're right.
We never really talked about that. So, because you were on the Sports Studies podcast before, we talked about how we were gonna go to the, we previewed that and that. Yeah, now we're at Fuzzy Balls.
Fuzzy Balls.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got for me?
I got a lot for you. I think Shaq has a fighting chance.
Shaq.
I think.
Interesting.
He might have. He might have Djokovic in that third. He will have Djokovic, I think. Goffin is in that draw as well. I don't think is Shaq ready. You got Medvedev in that draw as well. Fabio Fognini in that draw as well.
I'm worried about Fognini.
You don't like Fabio Fognini?
I don't not like him. I just don't. I'm not worried about him. For
Nishikori is in that draw too. I think Shaq will make a run this year at some point. It might be a later major. He's still young. He's still 18, 19, I believe.
Was a young kid.
Big serve, big backhand, footwork, court control, just all really good. And you see it, and a kid that young, he's going to be good.
Sure.
So, I think Shaq will probably lose to Djokovic in the third round, but you're not going to be mad at that.
No, it's a good effort for him. You can't be mad at losing to Novak at all.
Yeah, well, considering Djokovic is the favorite.
Yeah, as he should be.
Yeah.
What do you think of the reigning champs? What do you think Fed's going to do? Wozniacki.
Where's Fed at in here? Wozniacki, I definitely have losing.
She's not going to...
Not definitely, but like she's not going to... I got to look at her draw because she...
She gets possibly...
I don't think she's top 4. She's not even top 4, right?
She is.
She is top... Okay.
She gets Kvitova maybe in the quarters.
Okay.
Going out. She's got Sharapova potentially in the third. Ashley Barty.
Sharapova's on her way out. I'm not.
Or Ostapenko in the fourth.
You know, I love
I wouldn't buy into Sharapova either, but she still has a lot of power. So,
well, let's talk about that. That's Serena, Venus, and Halep draw.
On top of that,
that is very intriguing. I don't know. I want to say Halep's going to get back to the final, but Serena's on a mission still, man. Serena knows she wants to get the...
You're right. Serena's got a tough draw getting back there, too, though.
Serena missed last year's, right?
Yes, she was out. She was pregnant. Or
right.
Maybe she just had the kid. I forget. But she missed it last year. But, I mean, Bouchard's a good player. After that, she fell and hit her head at the U.S. Open. She's kind of fallen off a little bit. Not on the same level as she was when she made that Wimbledon run. Potentially Suarez-Navarro, who's tricky, or Sam Stosur in the third. Stosur's the home favorite. She loves playing in Australia, so you never know what you're going to get out of her. And then obviously Halep in the fourth, potentially. If she gets through that, you could potentially get Pliskova or Kasatkina in the quarters. Johanna Konta's down there too, and then
it's just such a tough draw. I'd say
you get through that, Sock in the semis maybe. So it's just a hard draw to navigate. I do think it's either going to be her or Halep coming out on top.
I think it is too.
All the way through.
I think Halep's ready to win more majors, dude. I really think she is.
Yeah.
I think her head sometimes kind of gets in the way. I think Barty just beat her in her first match back, I believe, about a couple days ago. But I mean, who cares? This is the Australia.
This is different. Whole different stage. Whole different atmosphere.
Of course. I don't know, man. I think Halep's ready to win more majors. She won the French last year. She lost in the first round of the U.S. Open.
She did. That was
crazy.
That was
sweet.
No, it was crazy.
It's very crazy. I think she lost pretty handily too. So you never know what to expect.
Never do. But that's why we're here.
I believe that either Halep or Serena will come out of that draw, and they will be in the final. It's going to be one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then who's coming out?
I like Kerber. I was going to say I like Kerber.
Kerber.
Yeah, on the other side. I like Kerber. I like
Sloane's down there too.
Sloane is down there. Who's the other top seed?
Wozniacki.
Yeah, I think I don't think Wozniacki gets back. I think Kerber's still a big threat, dude. I mean, she was a former number one. And so is Wozniacki a former number one?
Sure.
Yeah. So I still like Kerber's game. I still think she won Wimbledon last year. I think she has a shot, but I don't think she's beating Serena or Halep though.
Serena wants it. Serena wants it. That's for
Serena
sure.
lost to her in Wimbledon. So
yeah.
What's your thoughts on Osaka? Where's she at right now?
She's a good player, man. That's a lot of talent. I watched her stomp somebody in the third round at the grandstand at the U.S. Open.
Oh, you saw her?
Yeah, okay. She double bageled her. It was right before the Nishikori match. And
this is why you say she's so hot, because you saw her.
I'll tell you what. She has a lot of talent.
A huge amount.
It was fun to watch, just destruction. And, who knows if she can keep that up. And, second major, you go through a little bit of an off season and all that kind of stuff. But, she has a lot of potential. But you never know with these young kids.
She's 20, I think. Still?
I think she's 20 or 21. Yeah. And you never know. She's maybe she could make a run here, but she'd have to get through either Simona or Serena.
She's gotten through Serena pretty handily
in the semis. I know, but
I'm just saying.
You never know. It's different. It's
always different. This is the beginning of the year. For whatever reason, Djokovic has 6 Melbourne titles, I think.
So does Fed.
He has 6?
I think so.
Right. If not, it's close. but it's just like, what is it this time of year that Djokovic and Fed just dominate? Pretty much.
For one thing, it's conditioning.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard to play in Melbourne in the summer.
Is it as high as it is at the Open, US Open?
This is probably hotter. But,
I was going to say
it's like 105 degrees you can get up to. They have like a heat rule.
Yeah, but say,
I don't think
this is the first. Last year was the first year that the U.S. had the heat rule, right? Or at least the first time in a long time.
Yeah, they haven't had it in a while. But that's, I mean, it's, it's a different animal down there, which is part of what makes it so exciting, given that it's halfway across the world, too, from most of where these people live and where they're used to playing and stuff like that.
Right.
But, it's, I don't know. I don't know what makes it different.
Yeah, it's just
like
like
the U.S., why it's, it's just a different atmosphere. It's a different.
Right. But it's not like, I mean, what's the difference between the Australian and the U.S. Open as far as like court? Is there a difference?
I don't know.
I would say court speed, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
the players could tell you
for sure.
The players could tell you.
Players could tell you, but even the court speed, that depends on weather and different things too. So, it's hard to say exactly, but it's a tough place to win. A bunch of majors like that. That's why you have
dudes like Nadal won 11 Frenches.
Right, it's the same concept as that.
Yeah.
It's not easy to win at Roland Garros.
Hell no, especially when you got Rafa.
Right, and
you're not.
Well, that's what I mean. Even for him, it's not like it's not easy.
Oh, for sure, it's not easy for him, but he just feels so comfortable on that surface that
right, and that's probably what it is with Novak and Fed too. Novak's first ever major win came
at the Australian
in 2008,
right?
Yeah, he beat Tsonga in the Australian, so he's probably pretty comfortable down here. He's played the best tennis of his life here. Obviously, he's got 6 majors, 6 of his 14.
Does Djokovic have a French?
Yeah,
I think he has one, right?
Yeah, he won it. Was it 2 years ago?
I think it was 2015. 2015, I think.
No, 2015. I think Stan won. It was right before Querrey shocked him in the third round of Wimbledon. Remember that? Querrey beat Djokovic in the third round of Wimbledon.
Was that 2015, 2016?
Let me see. I think it was 2016. That's what I think. But let me look at it. Yeah. So I don't know, but
what else? Who's your dark horse for the Australian? Let me ask you that.
Men or women?
Both. We'll start with men though.
Okay.
Who makes a Tennis Sandgren run?
Tennis Sandgren. Jesus Christ.
I have a question for you after that.
Okay. I don't know if anyone makes that kind of run at this tournament.
Okay. Hey, Chung had a big run last year too.
Yeah.
Young Chung.
Yeah.
So there were a couple big runs.
Let's see. Could be, Stan, if you count him as a dark horse. He's unseeded.
Yeah, I guess not many people are paying attention.
Yeah, he's won here before. Could be one of the young guys, De Minaur, Schaap. Although I don't see Schaap getting past Novak.
Schaap, that's
could be a guy like Dimitrov, who had a decent run here, I think, last year. But
I don't know, he's fallen off a little bit. He lost to Stan easily. And he hasn't been going
to Stan
anywhere.
2 majors in a row. Yeah,
he does have Andre Agassi in his camp now. So
he's a guy that a lot of people I think have forgotten about. And he might be one of the guys that can make a run here. Or maybe you see a guy like Tiafoe.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ready yet. I like Tiafoe a lot, but I don't think he's ready.
Yeah, I don't know. It just he's got a lot of talent, a lot of firepower. So,
I can see it. Yeah.
He definitely has that potential. He's got pretty tough draw too, I think.
Where's Tiafoe on draw?
He's in Rafa's section. At the top of Rafa's section, he would get Kevin Anderson in the second round. So.
I don't see him beating Anderson. I think Anderson's still at the top of his game. Not like Anderson will win a major, and I wouldn't be happy if Anderson won a major. The man looks like he's 60, but he has.
He got a big old serve.
He has a huge serve. He's what, 6'8"?
Maybe bigger. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He's a big old boy, though. Big old boy.
Yeah. Shout out to the pride of where did he go to? Oh, yeah,
Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois.
Fighting Illini.
Yes, yeah. Shout out to Kevin Anderson, the South African white boy.
What about you? Give me your dark horse.
You know who I like? Is Kyle Edmund really a dark horse, though? He made a run last year. I think he got to the semis last year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, he lost to
Yeah, the
Nadal.
Dimitriev's run might have been 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. 'Cause he lost to Nadal in that semis.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's still
I like
counts
Kyle
as a
Edmund.
dark
I like
horse.
Kyle Edmund. I like
It's a guy people forget about.
Yeah, Edmund, just because I think he's top 15 in the world right now. I like his game a lot, man. He played I think he played Laver Cup. I think he had a good match with Djokovic at Wimbledon. Talent's there, he's young. Maybe this is the time when the young guns start breaking out. I don't know. But
We've been saying that. I don't know about you, but I've been saying that for 2.5 years. So
they're
I
getting
don't know.
older though. They're getting older.
You're right, but they're not that old.
Hey, Djokovic is what, 31?
32 maybe.
Yeah, it's not
I don't
that
see
old.
Novak losing a major except for the French. This year. And I think he has potential to make that happen as well. I think he could go 4 in a row, but who knows?
At this point right now, yeah, that would be his chance.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you like Fed's chances?
Here?
Yeah,
No.
Fed's. You don't like Fed's chances at all?
No, I don't think he wins. No.
Where do you see him going?
Well, let's see here. He gets Rafa in the semis. I don't think maybe he could beat Rafa here. He's done it before. Let's see. He would get potentially Fritz or Monfils. It's a tricky match in the third.
Monfils is.
Then he's got the young gun from Greek, Tsitsipas.
Tsitsipas is good too, man.
Yeah,
That's another one. Don't forget.
potentially in the fourth. Marin Cilic, maybe
Yes.
in the quarters. Marin
Yeah.
Cilic is a hell of a player, as we've come to find out.
Yeah,
And, he's had a couple of good years there. And then you got your boy Tennis Sandgren floating in that draw.
Yeah.
Guys like
making another run.
Verdasco is very tricky.
Is Tennis Sanger making another run?
No,
Why not?
I don't know.
Just because you don't like him?
I do not like Tennis Sandgren.
Can you explain?
No,
Tell
I
everybody.
just don't.
Tell everybody. Tell them the real reason. Is the way he looks? Is the way he sounds?
No, it was a fluke last year, for
Yeah.
one thing,
He beat
which is
Team.
fine. I like underdogs, but he was a dick the whole time,
Yeah, he was
bitching about the media and this and that.
Yeah. When it was his fault.
Yeah,
For
and
putting
then-
those tweets out.
yeah, he's
And
got
it wasn't
that-
like he, with a lot of athletes today, it's like they find tweets from when they were 16 years old, talking about how freaking they say like a racial tweet or something like that, but that's when they were like 12. Like Sandgren was saying this stuff like a week ago, and he wasn't like saying anything like to deny it. He was just saying, "Oh, well, you shouldn't be worried about Twitter and stuff like that.
Right,
It's just
right.
a social media platform." Like,
Fuck
no,
that guy.
you're
In
a
conclusion.
southern asshole. You're a southern
Right.
redneck asshole that plays tennis, and your name is spelled with a Y.
That's the
Tennis
worst
with a
part about
Y.
him. That's the
So
worst part about him.
yeah, it's a shame. But he hasn't made a run since then. Thank God.
Yeah, fuck him.
Maybe he falls off and just.
Goes away forever.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I mean, we never see him in any tournament or major again. Not
He
even
stopped playing tennis altogether.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
He can just chill at home and tweet his ass off about
Yeah.
Donald Trump and his
Why don't we
all
make
right.
that happen?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Shout out to Tennis Sangren, in all
Yeah.
seriousness. But will anyone make that type of run this year? That
Like
you
a
can.
dark horse?
Yeah, I mean, we already kind of said it. I said Edmund, but I mean,
Yeah.
Edmund. The thing is, Edmund's a good player, though.
Yeah.
Not
You never
to-
know. I mean,
anybody that's like not bottom, but like not top 50 that you're like, okay, maybe they have a shot.
not top 50.
Yeah.
Probably not. Maybe. I mean, Jack Sock obviously has a ton of talent.
Yeah, maybe this is where Sock maybe gets it together.
Yeah, I don't know where Ryan Harrison's ranked, but he's in really good shape. He can play in a place like this where it's real hot and other guys might get tired, and he probably won't. Although with him, the talent level isn't quite there yet.
He's young, right?
Yeah, he's about my age, probably 26.
Okay. Fritz too. I like Taylor Fritz.
Fritz is a good player.
He just
you know.
beat Isner in that Brisbane matchup. I think it was Brisbane. Yeah. regardless.
Well, that doesn't mean as much as it used to.
That was his first win against Isner as well. Like ever. So, I like Fritz. I don't really see him going anywhere besides that. Well, he has somebody in the first round. I don't even know if he gets past him. Where's Fritz? Is Fritz on the where's Fritz ranked? I forgot. Don't laugh at me, bro.
I'm not.
I think he's on the back page. Shout out to the AustralianOpen.com for printing us out the smallest font for the draw.
Taylor Fritz is going to play Cam Norrie in the first round.
I like Cam.
Probably Monfils in the second, and probably Fed in the third.
So Fritz ain't going nowhere.
But could. You never know. Sometimes Fed loses early.
Maybe he leads the charge for these young Americans. No, probably not.
I don't know, man. I don't know. People were saying about Harrison before. They were saying about Isner and Query when they were younger. Isner's done okay. He's been in the top 10. I think Query's been in the top 10. I do not love John Isner.
You love that serve?
I do love that serve, yeah.
But you don't love him.
I do not love him.
He has a kid now.
Good for him.
I'm just saying. He had a kid. And that same week he lost to Del Potro. He had a kid.
Good for him.
He also, who did he beat before that? Who did Isner beat before Del Potro?
When?
Do you know what the match was before that?
I do not remember.
No, it was a 5-setter. That was Raonic. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I think Raonic was hurt. So.
Yeah, there's a bunch of big servers in a row. I couldn't remember that. But,
yeah.
That's all right.
Let me ask you this question. Is this his last year that you could see him potentially making a run? Like, is this his last chance this year?
If he's going to make a run,
it's got to be right now.
The next year, maybe 2, maybe. That serve is going to keep him around for forever. He'll play tennis till he's 38 if he wants to.
Yeah,
same way Karlovic is doing. You know?
Right.
When you have a serve that big,
6'11",
it's such a weapon, you know? And I've said this before, it's the best serve of all time, in my opinion.
But has not won a major.
Yeah, that's what kills me about him. You know, he just can't put it together the rest of the way.
But just because you have a big serve doesn't mean you're going to win.
Yeah, but, you should be able to do better
things.
Right, and top 10, that's fine. Went to the semis and won Wimbledon, that's fine, but that's a winnable match against Anderson.
Yeah.
On grass too,
Hey, well, they got rid of that. They got rid of that fifth set tiebreak.
They did.
Saying. So, that's a thing. I'm just saying
yeah.
that's a big thing. It doesn't get. I think this doesn't. It's. I think they still go to 12 though.
Yeah. Well,
so
that's
it's
Wimbledon,
not like
though,
it's. Yeah. The Australian, they did something this year too, right?
Yeah, they do. Forget what it is. To 10 or something.
10. Yeah. Why don't they just make it a tiebreak in the fifth set regardless? I don't understand that.
U.S. Open does that. Nobody complains.
They're the only ones that do that, though, right?
Sir.
I don't understand why people can't just do that.
As of last year.
I think it's just these old heads in the USTA just want to, keep shit old-fashioned.
Well, the USTA is the one that changed it. That's the one we were just talking about.
Yeah, but why can't they just change it to a fifth set tiebreak altogether?
The USTA only takes care of tennis in the United States.
That makes sense. The USTA.
Yeah.
Is there
where he comes up with the US.
Okay. Is there
the International Tennis Federation, the ITF.
Yeah. Can't they just take care of everything?
Sure, if they wanted to, but they don't.
They don't want to?
No.
There's
obviously
nothing they can do.
It's not, and also it's not them. It's the major too. Like the people that
run
the
major.
Yeah.
They realize that if they get more viewers, they get rid of that fifth set. I don't know. Would they get rid of more? They get more viewers that way? Because I feel like they could have capitalized off of Isner and whatever his face was.
No. I'll tell you in a second. First of all, the Australian Open is introducing a fifth set tiebreak at 6-6
for the Australian.
For the Australian, yeah.
That's not bad. All right, well, that's the fifth set tiebreak then.
Yeah, fifth set tiebreak.
The same as the Open,
right?
Yes, Open,
which is good.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
I'm completely fine with that.
The Wimbledon. The problem with that kind of match is it gets boring, especially with those kind of players. Yeah. It's one thing when you have Roddick and Federer going at head to head and 16-14 in the fifth is the final in 2009. But
right, yeah.
That's fun because not only do they have great serves, but both
Great
of those
rallies.
players have great rallies. They do
Right.
other things well.
Right.
When you have a guy like Kevin Anderson playing a guy like John Isner,
They're just serving.
they're just
acing every
serving at each
single-
other. They
Yeah.
can't move by the time it gets to 26, 25,
Yeah.
you know? Neither one of them is moving that well. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of who's going to miss the shots, you know?
Yeah, it's basically you're just waiting for someone to.
Right, and that's why there's no more viewers. Did you hear? And when that match was going on, one of the crowd was like, "Dude, come on, we're waiting for Rafa." Like,
Yeah.
he yelled that to Isner and Kevin Anderson,
Yeah.
and then when they both came off, they were like, "You know, we don't want to do this. This is ridiculous."
Isner and Anderson
Yeah.
said that. Yeah.
Somebody said fifth set tiebreak, and the other one said do it at 12-12 if you need to. You know,
I mean, 12-12, I guess, is better than nothing.
absolutely, it's
right?
better than
I
nothing.
mean, I'm cool with that. I'd rather just be a fifth set tiebreak altogether. I don't understand why it's such a problem. Like,
It's not. I don't know either. But
like I said, it's the old heads at Wimbledon.
yeah,
Whatever. So
that's all right.
hopefully, in the next couple of years, we see that. I mean, however many matches it takes for them to do it. Apparently, it's taking. I mean, Isner and who was the first one? Isner and Mahmoud. That was
Yeah, that one
20
took
and
3
10?
fucking days. I don't know why.
yeah. I don't know why they couldn't just fix it right there and then. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
Any guys you expect not to that are expected to be go far, but they're not. Do you think they're not going to bode well? Anybody like that?
I don't think Sasha makes it past the quarters.
Yeah, but his expectations aren't that big, are they? Not until he starts actually winning. Like, people don't believe it.
He's still the number 4 seed, and everybody always banks on his talent.
Oh,
I don't think he gets past Team. I think Team comes out of that quarter. I really do.
okay.
Um,
I think team's right there, man. He's 20. He's 25, right?
yeah, I think he's 25.
Right. So
We'll get him out of there. I mean, I don't think Sasha will do well, so take him out of the equation for me.
anybody like even any of the big four. I mean, Murray. No one's expecting.
Now, you know who's coming? You know who nobody seems to be talking about is
Who?
Rafa.
Yeah.
Everyone's
his
talking
injuries.
about, Fed's 2-time defending champ. Novak is the favorite, the clear head and shoulders favorite. Rafa is a number 2 seed here. And his quarter, I mean, I guess Kevin Anderson and Demonar can be tricky. Edmund's down there, but that's a winnable quarter. He can
Right.
come out of that. And in the semis, he would most likely get Fed if Fed goes that far. I'm not ruling out Rafa.
I'm not ruling
winning
out
this.
either, but it's just like the injuries. Is it too soon? He's pulled out of tournaments in the past couple months.
Yeah,
Because
I
of the
understand
injury.
that, but
You're not. I'm not. I don't know if I'm banking on him right now. I mean, he wants to be ready for the French.
he's won hurt before, though. So I don't. I mean, the guy has no fear of playing hurt. If he can play, he's going to play.
Right.
It's
He didn't do that in the Open.
because he couldn't play. He was getting smoked anyway.
Yeah.
It was Delpo had him on the ropes, and
Yeah.
at that point, what are you
What's
playing?
the point?
Yeah,
What's the point? You know you're gonna
clearly
lose.
not being. You're
Don't make it
clearly not
worse.
able to keep up.
Right. Don't make it
He
worse.
cannot keep up with Delpo when he's that hurt and Delpo's that good.
Mhm.
So why try? Why make it worse, right?
Yeah.
Especially with those knees, because you never know how that's going to act.
Yeah.
The knee is such a weird.
He's had this problem
Thing.
for a while, is he not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tendonitis, so it comes and goes, but you don't know when. It's
Right.
not.
It's just it comes whenever. I mean,
and then it goes whenever. It doesn't. Sometimes it lasts months. You've seen him take off months for his knees,
Right.
and then you've seen him take off a couple of weeks. You don't know. And then he'll come back, and every year he's winning the French Open. He's deep and making deep.
Still
runs
winning
in the
majors. He's
So,
at 17 now.
yeah. And to me, that's not. That's no reason to rule him out. It's his knees. I don't. And maybe he pulls out in the first round. Maybe he pulls out tomorrow. I don't know.
Right.
But
Right now, he's there.
I don't think enough people are talking about Rafael Nadal.
Right.
That's what I'll say.
Anybody? All right. So Rafa, you don't think enough people are talking about him? Is there anybody in the top 10 that you expect them? Del Potro. No one's talking about Del Potro either.
Well,
I
he's
think-
very hurt. Yeah, he's having a lot of issues. Same
He's not
concept,
playing, right?
though.
Delpo's not.
I
Playing.
don't think he's even
No,
playing.
I don't think he's playing at all. Because this is where I expect Delpo to make a run. Maybe
No, not here. I don't think.
you don't think so?
I would. probably Wimbledon. He loves Wimbledon.
He does.
Um,
I still want to know one more major. Man. Just win one more. That's all I want you to
I
do.
feel bad for the guy. Yeah.
He had so much more potential. He beat Fed in Fed's prime at the Open where he was winning astronomically every single freaking year. And Delpo was like 20, 19 years old.
Yeah,
You know what I
Federer
mean?
had
MVP
won that year. For a little bit of background, he had won 5 straight U.S. Opens.
Opens. Yeah.
5 in a row. And
Yeah.
he was playing this guy who's never been
To
to, I don't even think like a quarter.
No.
I don't know how far he went before that, but definitely never a major final.
right.
In the U.S. Open, where they love Roger Federer. And he beat him.
Yeah.
It was 4 sets, too. Like, it wasn't...
Was it 4? I think it was 5.
Was it?
I could be
forget.
wrong. I could be wrong. Look
But-
it up if you can.
I mean, he won that match, and like that's just so much talent. That forehand is my favorite shot in tennis.
it's ridiculous. And it's
Brad
a risk,
Gilbert
too.
calls it a fear hand. I love it. But
Yeah. It's a shame because the injury's in the wrist.
he
That's
can barely
where it's
hit
at.
a backhand, and he's up to what, number 5, 6 in the world.
Yeah.
He can't. He can barely hit a backhand,
Yeah.
and
that forehand just carries him so much.
right, and the serve, and he moves really well for a big guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it's a shame to see.
The talent.
Right. The talent not go to waste because he's had a nice career,
Right.
but
You won a major, that's still something to be happy about. But when you win a major that early in your career and to
Yeah.
not have been back for 10 years, it's like, because at that point, obviously you're celebrating that win, but it's like, I know I can win some more majors. And to have not even only gotten back to how many finals has he been in?
that's the only other final he's been in.
Which was 3 months ago.
Yep.
Wow.
I stand corrected, by the way. That match did go 5 sets.
Okay. No, that's
But he won 6-2 in the 5th. So, but I don't know. What do you got, predictions or what?
what for the Australian?
Give me
I
some
think,
quarters and give me some semis.
All right, let me look. I got Djokovic coming out of that draw.
Out of his quarter, who's he playing in the
Yeah,
quarters?
I think it's got to be. It's like Nishikori. I don't. Yeah, Nishikori.
Okay.
Who are you saying? I think that I don't see anybody in that draw beating Nishikori.
Yeah, I think Nishikori is very too talented for the rest of this, but
Yeah,
you
it's
never
not,
know.
it's not an easy draw, but it's not.
He shouldn't have trouble.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The most trouble he might have is in the second with Karlovic there.
Yeah.
But I also think he goes through. I think Novak comes out of that draw beating Kay in the quarters there.
Okay, I'll give you another quarter. I want Sasha too so bad, but I don't know if he's ready yet. I really don't. I think he will be one day, but I think Chung's in that. Chung made a big run last year.
Yeah, he's a nice player.
Yeah, I think Wawrinka. I Ernest Gulbis used to be a top 10 player in the world. Just saying.
Yeah, but
Not saying that Gulbis is going to win that match.
so did James Blake. He's never been past a quarter,
But I'm just saying. I got Wawrinka winning that match, but I don't think Wawrinka gets out of that quarter. George. I think he's a dark horse, even though he's 11th in the world.
Yeah,
I don't.
could see him.
I'd say team, and I'll say Sasha. I don't
You
see
think
anybody beating Sasha there.
Okay,
We still got Lendl in his camp, right?
I think he does. Yeah.
I'll say team and Zverev, and team beats Zverev. And I have team losing to Djokovic, unfortunately.
Sure.
As much as I would love team to beat Djokovic. I'll say Tanner Sandgren will lose to whoever that is, Yoshita Nishioka from Japan.
Okay.
That's an easy goal. Hey, we haven't talked about Karen Khachanov.
Karen, yeah. Well, he's up to 10 in the world now.
He's one of the guys where I really think he could kind of lead the new school.
Yeah, he's got a
Kind of
potential match with Murray in the third too. If that
Why have we talked about Andy
Murray's hips hold
We
up,
haven't even talked about Andy Murray
because he's still not healthy.
I know, but we haven't said anything about him being back for another major.
Yeah, it's good to see him in the draw here, but I'm not sure he gets out of the first. To be honest, I don't think his hip is. I don't think his hip's good.
Yeah, I don't think. I bet he knows it too.
Yeah,
He did an
I think
interview
does,
lately
too.
where he was like crying about like I don't know how much not about I don't know how much longer I can play tennis, but just like I try to cherish every match because like I don't know
Right, the
the
hip is so
injuries.
bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
I kind of agree with you. I'd say Murray doesn't get out of that first round as well. Hey, John Millman, the
Johnny
Aussie.
Millman.
Yeah, the Aussie. Yeah. He beat Fed. I mean, he probably wouldn't have beat Fed on a cooler day, but it just so happened that it was.
You never know. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, he beat him in 4
it's a
sets.
good win. It's a good win.
Yeah,
what it
sure.
is.
I give it up to Millman. Millman's not a bad player. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Kashanov and Fed in that quarter.
Interesting.
I'm gonna
buy
even. I like CC Pass too though, but CC Pass will lose to Fed in that fourth round. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Kashanov beats Fed in that quarter.
Okay.
He's in the
You got
semis.
Karen in the semis.
Yeah, I
okay?
got Karen in the semis.
All right, who do you got down the bottom?
I'm gonna say John. I don't say John.
Don't say John Isner. It's not gonna happen.
That's an interesting draw because I'll probably say Anderson, and I don't trust Nadal right now. I'm gonna say Anderson and I'm say Demon Hard, dude.
Really?
I like his game. He's got Leighton Hewitt in his camp. I like his drive. He got to the City Open final last year. He had a great match with Cilic, even though he was up 2-0 on Cilic and lost. It was still a great match, though. He still played a great match. I think DNR is on the upscale. I think, I like his game a lot. I like his serve. I like his energy. He kind of plays with that Hewitt energy. Because you told me a couple weeks ago, Hewitt is a dog.
Yeah, the man is a dog.
The man's a dog. And if you're playing under Hewitt, you're going to be a dog.
Yeah.
Hungry dogs don't,
Yeah.
Jason
They run
Kelsey.
faster.
Yeah, hungry dogs can run faster. So I had Demonar losing to
You said Anderson. I think.
Anderson, I'm going to say. Yeah, even though I really don't like Kevin Anderson like that. Who do you got? You didn't even tell me who you got.
Well, I think I'll go Novak and K.
Mhm.
And I think I got Novak coming out of that. And I think I have Team and Sasha, and I got Team coming out of that.
Okay.
I think, let's see. This one's tougher because you have Cilic and Karen right there. Federer,
Cilic
for
was in the
sure,
final
to me.
last year.
Yeah,
And he played a great match.
yeah. I
He's
think
up 7-5.
I think I have Fed and Cilic. And I would go. Well, no, maybe I'll go Karen and Fed, and I think I got Fed going to the semis there.
Okay.
And then this is just at first glance,
Right,
the brackets just came out today, so
Right.
we still have no idea who the qualies are. But I think Rafa and yikes.
So you got Rafa coming out.
Yeah, I got Rafa coming out. I don't even know who he's going to play. I don't like the top half of his section at all.
I just don't trust his knees. I just don't trust his knees right now.
Yeah. It could be Demonar. I could see that too, or Edmund even. Kyle Edmund's down there.
I didn't even see. I didn't even see Colin. That's my apologies.
It's all right. Schwartzman's a nice little player.
Schwartzman's a good player too.
Whoever comes out of the bottom of that half is gonna go to the semifinals.
I changed my mind though. I got Edmund and Anderson.
Okay.
But I got Anderson beating them.
Yeah. I don't know about Kevin Anderson.
Yeah,
especially in the heat like that. But we'll see.
So who you got in the final?
Novak. I don't want to say Novak then, but I might have to say Novak. I don't know. Yeah, definitely Novak is going to win. I'd have to think more about it, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
But
so is Novak your winner?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Let's go to women's real quick. So at first glance, who do you got coming out of that first bracket there? The Halep, the Venus. Yeah.
I think Halep can beat Serena here. Although I don't know. Serena's won, I think, 7 times here. Could be anybody. I like Georgie down the bottom. She's a nice little player.
Muguruza's there
out
too.
of Italy. Muguruza is a good player.
couple-time major winner.
Yeah, she's good.
Don't forget about her.
So, coming out of that section, I still think Halep, though. What about you?
I'll say Halep. I'm gonna stick with my guns there. I'll say Pliskova because Muguruza was having injury problems at Perth. So I'm not gonna, I'm just. Any sport, somebody can get injured and they can come back and play great. Like I get that, but I like.
You like Pliskova there, huh?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
But I got Halep coming out of that quarter too.
Good.
Yeah. What about the next one, Osaka?
I got Maddie Keys.
Okay, Maddie Keys
coming out of the quarter, beating Osaka quarters.
Maddie's starting off the year pretty good then.
Yeah, it's going to be her year to me.
Okay.
What do you think?
I like Osaka, and I like. Who's do I like? Elise Mertens. She's not a bad player. I don't mind her. I like Mertens, and I like Osaka.
Kiki Bertens?
No, Elise Mertens.
It's Kiki Bertens.
It's Elise Mertens.
K. Bertens. Look at the. Oh no.
Kiki Bertens is not Elise Mertens, dude. Get it right, brother.
My mistake.
It's okay.
I read it wrong.
It's okay. It's fine. I like Osaka. I think she's a great player. I don't know nothing more to say. I like Osaka.
Who wins that match? Osaka Halep.
Halep. I got Halep winning the whole thing. I don't know if I told you that, but I'm telling you now. I like Halep. Next one we got. What is this? This is the Wozniacki. Ostapenko's there. She can play. Sharapova's there. I think Wozniacki will get through Sharapova. I think she will see Ostapenko in the quarters. No, fourth round. Excuse me. I think Wozniacki will see. It's a tough one right there. I don't know. Sabalenka. I haven't talked too much about Arina Sabalenka.
Yeah,
she can play. A lot of firepower. She's really, really young. I think this is a year where she could start making some deep runs in majors. Not saying win any, but I think starting off the year to get to a quarter would be ideal for her. So I like Wozniacki beating Sabalenka in that quarter.
Okay.
And then I have Kerber beating Sloane in that quarter. And I will have Kerber beating whatever faces Wozniacki in the semis.
Interesting.
Yeah, who are you looking at? Sorry, I kind of went through two quarters there.
No, you're fine. I kind of like Kvitova a little bit up top. Or maybe Sabalenka. Could see her in that quarter, too.
Yeah.
I think they meet in the fourth for sure, and then, whoever wins that match obviously goes to the quarters. And then I think they'll probably play Wozniacki. I don't think her draw is that difficult in the bottom half, though. Ostapenko could be a problem, but she's got to be playing well.
Ostapenko's won a major.
Yeah, I know, but she goes for everything, so it's hard to say whether she's going
to
be on or
it's kind of like a gunslinger mentality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
I could see, Sloane, the top half of the bottom there, or Kiki Bertens. There she is. Not Elise Mertens.
Not Elise Mertens, no.
So I'll say Sloane in the quarters there.
Okay.
Playing Kerber as well. Yeah, I guess I'll take Kerber into the semis, and I'm going to take Petra Kvitova into the semis. She has 2 major titles at Wimbledon, so she knows what it's like to be on that stage. We'll see.
Who you got winning it all? Just be straight up in the final.
The women's?
Yeah.
Kerber beat Maddie Keys.
Wow, that's your Australian final. Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Maddie Keys losing yet another final?
Yeah. She'll get one. She'll get one this year, probably, I think.
You think Maddie will get a final?
No, I think she'll get a major.
That's what I mean.
Year,
she'll get a major. Which major are you picking?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Maybe U.S. Open. She's been there before.
Could be U.S. Open.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So we got You got Kerber. I got Halep. You got
both have
Djokovic.
Novak, yeah.
Did I even say who I have winning? I don't think I said who I have winning.
If you're not picking Novak.
I'm picking Novak.
All right, good.
Is there anyone not picking Novak? Freaking Federer's picking Novak to win.
Yeah.
Not
Even
picking him,
Roger
but he said-
Federer picked Novak Djokovic.
Yeah, see-
He was a favorite in this tournament.
The favorite. He didn't say he's going to win, but he said he's the favorite. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else to say. All right, so let's talk about the year a little bit.
All right.
Is there anybody not in the Big Four that will win a major this year? Just straight up, yes or no?
Is that Big Four beating Murray, too?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to win. I would say Big Three. And I
I
would
still
say
say Big
outside
Four.
of that,
Anyone win a major besides them?
you could see Team maybe getting the French, maybe.
That's if Nadal isn't on his A game or not hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think he's probably your second favorite,
Yeah.
and just in terms of the French Open, or maybe Novak, I don't know. Other than that, guys like Anderson, Vrinka, Cilic, they've all been there, and those serves, they're tough to play against. But I would say no. I think I mentioned earlier, Novak, I think, gets 3. And
3 this year.
Rafa gets 1. Yeah, I think he gets
French.
3. I think he gets the Australian. I think he gets Wimbledon. I think he gets the U.S. Barring injuries or anything, crazy like that. But I think he gets 3 this
That'll
year.
put him up to 17. That'll tie him with, well,
Rafa,
if Nadal gets one more,
depends
it's
on what
18.
happens with the French.
I mean, that puts Djokovic right up there for almost GOAT conversation. Even though Fed's the GOAT,
Sure.
obviously.
Yeah, I think Djokovic will be the GOAT eventually when his career is over. But
Yeah, he's only 32.
yeah,
Not only 32, but
he's young enough to play at this level for another couple of years, as Federer has shown us. So, what about you?
who I don't know. I almost have the same thoughts that you have. I think we both said Djokovic is winning the Australian. I think Nadal gets the French. Wimbledon. I can't bet against Djokovic. I just can't. Not right now. I want to say, any of the new young cats could win a major.
No,
They
not
got
this
the
year.
thing is with the new cats, they have to prove it to me first. Until
of
then,
them.
I'm going to keep picking these guys that have won before
Yeah.
because they haven't proven anything yet. Yeah, like you said earlier. Yeah, Sasha won Paris Masters, but win me a best 3 out of 5 match consistently in a major for 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
we'll talk, and we'll start talking.
Yeah, Team's the only one that's even been to a
Close.
final out of this generation here, I think.
Yeah, French Open finals last year,
Sasha made the quarters once in his life.
which was Wimbledon.
Last year in the French, I believe. Tsitsipas, Kuric, Karen, all great players. Demonar, all great players.
Yeah.
Show it to me.
Show me
Show me the
first.
money.
Yeah, don't.
Show me the money.
All these critics, excluding us.
Show me the money.
Yes. Fuzzy balls. Show fuzzy balls, dude.
Yeah.
Show your freaking fuzzy balls.
Put your fuzzy balls on the table and
Yes.
show me the money.
Yeah, show me some nice sets, dude. Look. These guys can all keep saying on the Tennis Channel. Shout out to the Tennis Channel, but they can all keep saying, "Oh, these guys got potential. They can win majors." Nick Kyrgios is another one. Oh, potential to win majors.
Raonic,
Wow.
Dimitrov,
Yeah.
Nishikori.
Yeah. I mean, Nishikori's gotten close. He's
Sure.
been to a final before.
So is Raonic. Lost the Wimbledon final.
Yeah. All right.
They've
so,
all been close. Dimitrov has been to 2 or 3 semis.
Yeah. Just start winning, man. I get it. These guys are goats. Djokovic, Nadal, Del
That's
Potro.
Probably 3 of the 4 best players of all time. Maybe 3 of the 3 best players of all time.
We're seeing it right now.
By the end of their careers, it will be number 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah. We don't know what order. I think Nadal will probably end up being number
Yeah, but
I
that's
think
saying
it'll be-
something because that dude is a monster.
ridiculous.
He's
I've
lost
seen
2
it.
times at Roland Garros.
I saw him practicing with Anderson for the Australian. It was some video on Twitter the other day. Nadal's forehand still looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's still hitting those banana shots, those ridiculous banana
Banana
shots. Yeah. Like the one he had against Verdasco.
The inside-out forehands, you mean?
Banana shots. I mean, who has the most potential to take? I mean, I guess it's Zverev. Right now?
I don't think so. I'd give it to Team. But he's the only one to
All right.
me with a legitimate
But
chance.
is Team
at a major.
young though? Team is almost 26. I'm talking
You're
about
talking
like
about
21,
young
20.
guys?
Yeah, any of these young guys could possibly do it.
Shap.
Still young.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean? You just asked me.
I know, but like you still like
Karen.
as far as his career is going, he's
Karen's
young
25
career.
too, right?
Karen's 25.
I think
Dude,
so.
Karen's like 21, dude. Karen's like 20 years old. Karen Kashinoff is very, very young.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Shout out to Karen. Shout out to Karen Kashinoff.
Well, then Shop.
Yeah.
Shop is my.
All right, that's all. You know, we're gonna end the podcast on this. To the young guys, show like Joe said, show me the money.
Show
This is the fuck the nice set slogan to the young guys under 22 right now. Show us where the fuck. What's up? Show us the next generation of tennis.
Show me the money. All right. We're out.
Crap.